He's a complex human being with a complex personality, just like everyone else, and he's a person that smokes, and it's not the end of the world.
I'm saying I don't wanna come down from your love. We'll get lost together, let me find. Don't ever let me come down from your love. From your love, from your baby.
Hey guys, it's Bree here. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the whole situation surrounding Jungwoo from NCT. So I'm just going to be honest with you guys, because you guys know I try to keep it real on this channel. I don't even know why this whole situation made news in the first place. There's so much I want to discuss, like the whole image and perception of idols, Sasaeng fans. There's a lot to unpack here, but we're gonna get into all that. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel where I talk about K-pop. I am a multi-stan. I talk about K-pop news, commentary, K-pop reactions. I do all of that on this channel. So if you want to see more content like that, make sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and thumbs up this video. And now let's get right into the issue. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Jungwoo was basically trending on Twitter yesterday because someone actually released photos of him smoking. So allegedly what happened was this infamous, notorious Sasaeng fan took pictures of Jungwoo smoking. Somehow the pictures got out, and a Twitter account called Amazed by BTS or Amazed BTS released the photos. People started commenting, retweeting on the photos. It was obviously Jungwoo in the photos. First of all, I'm not going to include the photos in this video because to me, the fact that the photos were even taken is just so wrong and an invasion of his privacy. Like I said, the pictures were taken by a Sasaeng fan. If you're not familiar with Sasaeng fans, they're not even fans. They're basically people that are like totally obsessed with idols. They stalk them, they take pictures of them against their will, they sell their private information. It's just crazy. And I did see on Twitter that allegedly this Sasaeng fan is the same Sasaeng fan that basically stalked Mark when he first debuted, when he was really young. She I guess took a lot of pictures of him and stuff and followed him around. If that's true, it's horrible. I just want to get it right off the table first. I think it's wrong that the Sasaeng fan even outed him and took these pictures and released them. I do not agree with Sasaeng fans at all. I don't think that they're fans, and all that they do is obsess over idols and violate their privacy. So when the pictures came out, a lot of people were talking about it. A lot of people were shocked that Jungwoo smokes cigarettes. I saw a lot of people being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he smokes. This is my opinion on it. First of all, I don't agree with smoking just because I think it's unhealthy, but I don't think there's any issue with Jungwoo smoking. I really don't know why this made news and why this was trending and why everyone was making such a big deal out of this. First of all, Jungwoo's a grown man. He's 22. Going to be 23 in February, I believe. I think he's a Pisces. It's not illegal for him to smoke. He's of age, so what's the issue? And I don't know if you guys know, but the smoking rate in Korea is really high. A lot of people in South Korea smoke, so it shouldn't be a surprise that Jungwoo and maybe some other idols smoke. And like I said, yes, smoking is unhealthy, but Jungwoo is a grown man. At the end of the day, he can make his own decisions and decide if he wants to smoke. And if you really want to talk about what being healthy versus unhealthy is, being an idol can be pretty unhealthy. You have to promote a lot, dance a lot, work yourself almost to death sometimes. A lot of times you don't get a lot of sleep. You're pretty much always on the go, except if you have a really short break. That can be seen as unhealthy, like all the strict restrictions that idols have to go through. A lot of them have mental health issues. So if you really want to talk about being healthy, I would definitely look at how healthy versus unhealthy it is to be an idol. So I just want to say, it's okay to have your own personal opinions about smoking. Like I said, for example, I don't smoke and I wouldn't, but I don't think it's okay to project those ideas onto Jungwoo just because you don't agree with smoking. At the end of the day, smoking is his choice. He's not hurting anyone else. So I really don't get why everyone was making such a big deal out of this story. But to be honest with you, even though I don't think it's a big deal, I can kind of see why people were so shocked. If you're not familiar with Jungwoo, he kind of has this perception by fans of being this very cute, innocent, almost soft member of NCT. He's kind of known for doing aegyo and all that cute stuff. So I think for a lot of fans, they were kind of shocked by the fact that Jungwoo smokes because they're so used to this innocent image of him. But just because that's his personality doesn't mean that it's weird that he smokes. And really that's just the side of himself that Jungwoo decides to show us. I think people don't really realize that K-pop idols are so much more than what we see in vlogs and music videos and interviews. They're complex people just like us. So just because you see a lot of content that K-pop idols release doesn't mean you really know who they are as a person. So once again, you shouldn't really project your perceptions of them onto them and then get upset when they kind of break that mold that you want to put them in, if that makes sense. At the end of the day, idols aren't perfect and you really don't know them personally. So the weird thing about this is after this came out, a lot of people on Twitter were accusing other NCT members of smoking too. I saw someone say that TEN smokes, that Lucas smokes. I do think it came out that Lucas smoked a while ago, but apparently they weren't like regular nicotine cigarettes. They were like the healthier version, apparently. But at the end of the day, like I said before, who cares if more members of NCT smoke? It's really not a big deal and it doesn't affect any of us. Yes, you can say it's unhealthy, but once again, it's their choice. Just like it's their choice to drink alcohol or anything like that. If they're of age, it shouldn't be an issue. I have to say though, overall from what I saw on Twitter, most N-citizens really didn't care that Jungwoo smoked. They were kind of like, it's a normal thing, he's a normal person, who cares? A lot of them were even saying, oh, I think it's hot that Jungwoo smokes. That's your personal preference, whatever. I just thought it was funny. I also saw a lot of really funny memes on Twitter and a lot of funny comments. One person said something like, hey, if I had to deal with N-citizens, I would smoke too. And someone else said something like, SM vocalists are out here smoking 7 packs a day and still out singing your faves. So I think it was really funny that N-citizens kind of took this as a way to joke and like kind of make fun of the situation because it was so ridiculous rather than freaking out. Even though of course there were some fans on the other side that weren't happy with the whole idea of Jungwoo smoking, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. So yeah, guys, you guys already heard my opinion. Like I said, I don't agree with smoking, but I really don't know why everybody is making such a big deal out of Jungwoo smoking. It's a normal thing to do. He's a normal person. He's not the idea of Jungwoo that you have in your head. He's the actual real Jungwoo, and he's allowed to make his own decisions, even if you don't agree with them, and that's just life. I really wish people would stop babying idols like they're not adults, and I really wish they would stop projecting their idea of the idol or their fantasy of the idol on them. I think people were so shocked, like I said, just because Jungwoo does kind of have a cutesy image. People in the fandom even call him Jung-Woo because he's like, has such a cute and adorable personality, and that's fine, but that doesn't mean that that's all of Jungwoo. That's just one part of Jungwoo that we see, and that's okay. He's a complex human being with a complex personality, just like everyone else, and he's a person that smokes, and it's not the end of the world. Like I said, the smoking rate is really high in Korea, so is drinking, so it could be a lot worse. You know, it's not like it was revealed that Jungwoo is alcoholic or that he's doing hard. If that were the case, then I would be concerned. That's just my opinion, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of this whole situation. You already know how I feel. I think it's not a big deal. Jungwoo's grown. He's a grown man. It's not the end of the world that your Jung-Woo smokes cigarettes. That's just my opinion as a fan, as an N-citizen. That's just my honest opinion. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments, do you think it's also ridiculous that people are making a big deal out of Jungwoo smoking and even trying to drag other members of NCT into the mix? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have a discussion about it. I would love to hear your opinion. If you liked this video and you want to see more of my content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up this video, ring the notification bell, and select all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!